Hi guys, thanks for tuning into the channel again. My name is Liz and I'm a part-time vintage reseller in Maryland. In today's video, I take you to one of my favorite thrift stores and I might need your help because I need to decide if today's trip was a bunch of wins or a bunch of woes. Let's go check it out. So I'm drawn to this cat figurine shelf sitter because it looks like a handmade collectible piece I have in my Etsy shop. I believe it's called a Jellicle doll. It's a phrase from a T.S. Eliot poem. These rabbit holes we go down when we research items, but that was not a Jellicle cat. And that rhino, unfortunately, of course, was broken. It was made of some kind of yellow stone. I don't know if it was natural yellow or heat treated, but to be honest, I hardly ever find anything of value in this section. It's probably like the most shopped section because it's the first section when you walk in, but I can't seem to skip it because I always feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's part of my pattern. Like, are there certain aisles in the grocery store you go down or sections you breeze through even though you don't buy much there? Or if you played Pac-Man back in the day, did you have a pattern? And now when you play Pac-Man, you have to still follow it. So I do tend to run through that section and not find much, but that cat was kind of cool, so I did want to show that to you. And this plate was really neat. I really don't do collector's plates, so as soon as I saw it was one of those like a Franklin Mint kind of thing, I was turned off because they don't sell well, not because they're not beautiful for your own use. And this, I believe, was Noritake. It looks like Nippon. Beautiful, lovely condition, amazing painting. Lavender Clothesline would have picked it up. And I respect her for that, but they do not sell well for me. And I end up selling them at my yard sale for probably less than I paid for them. So I have to leave them behind. I thought this was copper and it was resin. And they wanted $8 for it. So that was a big no. And that was like a tribal piece. This at first I thought was not broken. I think it was kind of modern, but then I started to find areas of damage. Although it was nicely done, I guess it was an iris. I honestly don't even know if that would sell that well, but now I've more recently sold a few sort of touristy items, so now I picked up this trinket dish. I couldn't help myself. The kapok tree, kapik, not sure how to pronounce it, and I have that shell box already in my cart. I did detect a damage on that later that I didn't think I'd be able to remedy easily, so I didn't end up keeping that in my cart, sadly. Look at these shelf sitters. I think Crazy Lamp Lady and Lavender Clothesline both love those. And this was pretty. It kind of reminded me of Anthropology, but it was also broken. So that didn't work out. This was really, really cool. This mid-century sort of trinket box, or maybe you could use it for candy or like a valet type box. It's relatively delicate porcelain, nicely painted with like a mid-century barware type, like a still life, and $2.99. So I'm not sure that's a big seller. I don't know for sure where that will go, but I really liked that. So that went into the cart too. And they do not always have bags, and you have to pay for them at this store, so I always have a cartload of bags, and sometimes I use them for wrapping material. Now I buy these when they are wood or maybe a different colored ceramic. This one had a little damage, and it was like ceramic that was supposed to look like wood, which for some reason irritated me. I mean, just be yourself. If you're ceramic, just be ceramic. So anyway, I didn't get that. I thought this might have been a Patricia Garrett, Patricia Garrett type piece. She does these vegetable vases that sell quite well for about $100, but it was not. And these are left in. They are marked, and one has a sticker. And I thought that price was good. They don't sell for a ton, but for that price, I couldn't resist when they were in good condition. These are really neat candle holders. And I will share comps with you later. These were modern pieces, but they had some decent value. I think Hollow Wick is the name of the company that makes those. I haven't found much in the candles recently. I think they cleaned it out. And I still haven't found a glassy baby. I was drawn to this tray. I have a similar one with a George Briard style pattern with pears. I like this big size. I don't know if I really love this motif, and it was really scratched up, and it was $7. Mashco Products. Mine doesn't have that sticker on it, so I thought that was interesting. You know, it might help if you were researching and you see a similar tray. Nashco is the name. I actually don't sell a lot of trays anymore. I don't have great luck with them. These were so pretty. I think these were either tea or maybe sake, but they were 3. I don't do a set of 3 unless it's something really amazing. And here I am at the wooden salad set. I know some resellers pick these up. I used to pick them up. Now they price all the pieces individually, except that the big bowl, the serving bowl, didn't have a price tag, which means they're not going to sell it to you. It said peach on the bottom. Does that mean it's peach wood? Or like, was it the person's last name in case they left it behind somewhere? I sort of regret not pursuing that, but to be honest, they don't sell well for me anymore. So I shouldn't really regret it, I guess. And I can't say that creamers do that well for me either. I do like these little honey pots. And I did sell one recently. I think some people collect those, but that one seemed modern and it wasn't in perfect condition, so I didn't get that. Please tell me in the comments if you know what type of fused glass this is, or what this shape means, or if it's for a certain thing that I don't understand. Please leave me a comment if you have a guess. I don't have a guess. I love the single mugs, and so does Connie and Frank, and I think I have maybe a Steve. I've bought many of these. Oh, I have a Marie in the back of my car. That sounds weird. Anyway, I always buy those. People remember having them and they want one again, and then no one ever says, "Is this your coffee?" And I thought these were cute. I was surprised by the comps, which I'll share with you. Now this is one of my woes because these were really, really pretty. Studio pottery candlesticks, which I have sold before, and I put them back, and I'm sad. That's one of my woes. This I put back because I just didn't think it was that sellable a piece. I think it was Seagrove Pottery, North Carolina. But that particular piece didn't seem that useful. And this tray by, I think Tilso, had some damage that I wasn't in the mood to repair. Libby. This stuff used to sell. They don't sell anymore, those silver leaf glasses. They don't sell for me. Maybe they sell in your area. I don't have good luck with them. These coupes were really cute, but I think they were like, a set of 4 was $19 on Etsy. Do you know how much it would cost me in time and shipping to pack those carefully? I can't do that to myself. And honestly, they don't sell at the booth either. I didn't know what these were. I think they're for like serving like shrimp cocktail or oysters or something. And this guy might not look familiar, but his friend might. If you watch another popular YouTuber, she picked up some of these, what did she call them, glitter fish recently. So I do like to check out the art, and I look for original art. I very rarely buy any prints. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky to figure out if something's a print, if it's very well framed and it's a high quality print. But if those are sellable images, then I would pick those up. But in general, welcome signs don't sell for me here. I don't know if people in Maryland just don't want to welcome people. I thought this one might be original, but I think it's a famous work of art. It might be like Chagall. I made that up just based on instinct. But it's not. It's maybe like IKEA, although the frame doesn't look like it, does it? So I put it back, and I was drawn to this piece. I even took it for a ride in the cart, which you don't see, but she went back. She was kind of like amateur 80s art, and I just wasn't sure she was going to sell. So this is the clothing I picked up. I did put this H&M top back because I just noticed it was H&M, and before that I thought it was vintage. So it goes on the side. And then I got that for one of us, for the family, for Gile. This is actually a valuable piece. I'll throw up a comp for this. Amadi is the name. I'm going to show you the tag. Paid $4. Wait till you see the comp I'm going to show you for this tie-dye jacket, what it goes for. The tray never did make the final cut, by the way. This is from Urban Outfitters. This is made from recycled materials, not like soda bottles, but like other pieces of clothing. Athleta, picking that up for one of us. And I love this bolero jacket. So cute. So that about wraps it up. Stay tuned for the haul if you want to see all of the comps. Oh, before I forget, I did get this Dooney bag. I've never seen it in this color before. This is a little bit worn and it says $12.99, but when I got to the checkout, I found out that all the clothing and bags were 40% off. So that was a real bonus. Stay tuned. So I'm going to run through the hard goods really quick in case you couldn't see them on film. It is pretty hard to shop with one hand, and I use my phone to film at the thrift store. And so I wanted to run through this. This is also a good example of sort of like a bread and butter type haul. I've been getting some comments from people that they don't have thrift stores or estate sales like I do in my area. But remember, I'm trying to show you most of the time the best of the best because A, there are more teachable moments, and B, it's a lot more fun to watch. This is more like a bread and butter, and I think that anyone, hopefully anywhere, could find similar items that will pay you for your time. Might not be like, you know, Lalique for $3, which we all hope for. And that's happened to me once. You know, you guys just got to see the Lalique in one of my shorts. Anyway, so if the clothing doesn't show up on the shopping footage, I will show you guys that separately as well. But I think I did run through that pretty quickly. So I really like this little box. If I had to guess, I'd say it's Italian. This is a very kind of delicate, it almost, oh no, it's not. Look, I had forgotten it says Japan. So I paid $2.99 for this. It really does look like it's Italian to me, but that's okay. Mid-century trinket box. It's probably about $15 or $20. So not a huge moneymaker, you know, but it could be a little more. I'll throw up a comp if I find that exact box to let you know. Okay, so I've been picking these up left and right. I believe that I had one of these in the 80s. And I actually know two people named Connie, so this could come in handy. Or I might put it in my booth. I really like that color. In the booth, it'll probably sell for $10 to $12 and more online. I think it might be almost twice as much online because there are a lot more Connies elsewhere in the world looking for that mug. I do sell single mugs. This one was kind of funny. I couldn't help it. Lawyers do it before the bar. These all need to be cleaned, by the way. There is visible dirt on that. Again, that's a $10 to $12 item in the booth and maybe more elsewhere. If we move forward to these are Lefton. I do buy Christmas year round. I almost always buy Lefton. I've actually never seen these, and they're kind of classic. They're actually kind of sweet. They're not really my style, but I feel like they could be a lot of people's style. They don't have any chips or cracks. Even their gilding is pretty decent shape. So I'm going to clean those up nicely, and I will probably list those right away. I'm trying to follow some of my favorite YouTubers and list the scores and finds right away and then pack them away and move them to storage. So we'll see how that goes. Now there were 6 of these soup and cracker mugs, but one of the other pair, I've forgotten what color they were, was chipped or cracked, and I really try to sell things in even numbers. They just sell better that way. And so I picked these 2 green ones that match in color and size. Those are really cute, actually. I could use about that much coffee today, or maybe this much. And then I picked this one sort of like a honey mustard, and then this is more like that kind of stoneware. It does have a little wear, but I feel like a pair of these would be really cute to give someone. You could give this whole set of 4, but again, these match better in size. These, I don't know if you can tell on camera, these are a little bigger. So I'll throw up comps for those. Now these are actually modern pieces, I think. I did use Google Lens on these. They felt good to the touch. I kind of paid up for them, to be honest. And I wish I'd kind of thought about it a little bit more, but I think that these will sell in the booth, so it will be fine. I think they'll probably sell for at least twice as much as I paid, but I don't really like to do that profit margin because then I pay taxes on that. And I know some YouTubers won't buy it if they can't make 5 times what they paid. But I did look these up. There's some kind of restaurant type wear. that's not the right word, but restaurants can buy these wholesale, and I think they were some crazy price. I'll throw up the comp of like $20 or $30 a piece wholesale, and that's why I decided to buy them. And then I actually just got us a little cutting board. I think this is olive wood. People in our family tend to leave the cutting boards in the sink and run them through the dishwasher, and you shouldn't do that with the wooden boards. So we use a lot of cutting boards for fruit and stuff like that, and so I just grabbed that for us. So just a quick little haul of the sort of hard goods, kind of like home goods, to show you that not every pick is going to be, $3 in the leak, but you can still pay yourself for your time. And again, if I need to show you the clothing, I will show you that. But I hope that you guys do go out there, find some great items. You know what? Find some bread and butter items. Pay yourself for your time. Have a good time. Never stop searching, because you never know what you're going to find. And I will see you guys next time.